Tell you what, look at the weather today. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm just going to go meet a guy called PK, Eden Power. He's actually one of our very first customers in the UK when we first started in the UK. He's a very knowledgeable guy. I'm just going to have a chat with him and we talk about Sunsynk and what we're doing and that. So follow us in. I'm in Birmingham and it's a beautiful day. It's absolutely amazing. This is PK, the CEO of Eden Power.
How are you doing?
We're just having a chat about looking at our competitors. We're not going to discuss competitors, but you're asking me questions about what does the Sunsynk do?
I mean, there's a couple of things, Keith. Like, for example, at the moment, we found that the market is growing heavily towards gateways.
Yeah.
So if there's give you an example, if everything switches off through a blackout,
yeah,
people seem to want, well, can I have a gate? I know there's not much not much blackouts in the UK, but there's a fascination with them now with Sunsynk. Do you guys have a separate gateway? Is there one built into the system?
It's built in. So unlike some inverters, some inverters, if the power goes off, the inverter's dead.
Yes.
Completely dead. Some famous ones, exactly that, and they have to have a gateway. Yeah. Sunsynk's built in. It doesn't need a gateway. So if you're putting in one of our inverters,
yeah.
Okay, you're limited because of the power, the power of the inverter, where it can power with everyone.
Yes.
But basically, it can do a whole house backup, correct, with no gateway.
So hold on, it can do the whole house backup.
It can do, yeah. So it depends on how you've wired it, but it basically, you know, most people would wire it as a partial because if the inverter's got a certain level of power. So if you've got, say, a 10 kilowatt, you put so much through the inverter, and so much goes through the inverter, so it feeds directly to all your lighting circuits, your essential circuits, and your non-essential circuits are AC coupled. So the inverter can power both sides. It's dead easy to wire, but you don't need to spend. How much does the gateway cost?
Well, if you're going to install it, fully install it, we're having to charge the customers over £1,000 for one.
You don't need it. It's built in. There's nothing extra needed with the Sunsynk. All the Sunsynks have this in. Because you mentioned about hot water switching.
Yeah, so this is something that's fascinating. So we're spending quite a lot of money on people. What they're saying is everybody knows that a water tank in their house, it's almost like another battery, isn't it?
Yeah.
You feed power into it. Once it's hot, it's storing power.
Yeah.
Now, Eddie's, iBoost, or whatever it is, equipment that we're having to buy at the moment, again, it's a bit laborious fitting one of those, getting it working, operational. And I've never seen an inverter that has one built in.
Sunsynk has it built in? Absolutely built in. So what we have is we have 3 ports. Right. So we have so some of them only have a 1 port. We have 3. So you have an input,
yes,
an output, which is a load, but both input and load are both input and output. Right. So your first connection, which is sort of an input, is an input and output like a string inverter.
Right.
Your power goes both ways.
Yes.
The load connection is a UPS. So basically it's your gateway. Okay. It's your whole house, gateway. So you connect it, all your essential loads. If you have a power outage, your inverter will power it. Or your light. So you can put, what you normally do is connect your lighting circuits. It's so simple to do. It's so simple to do. And most fuse boards, most UK fuse boards, they have a split.
Yes.
So in the United Kingdom, all the fuses, you have one part which you have two RCDs,
yes,
2 circuits in it.
That's right.
So all you do is you take one circuit, goes into the load connection inverter, the other side goes on that. That's it. It's dead easy as a Sparky, and you know.
That's amazing.
The UK is the easiest one to wire into.
Right.
You don't need a gateway. All the consumer units are already done. They're done for you in the UK because the UK regulations.
Right.
You've got 2 RCDs. Yeah. You've got 2 circuits. So you put one circuit which you treat as your essential, which is your lighting circuit, and that RCD goes onto the load connection of the inverter, and the other one goes on the grid connection. The inverter will supply both sides. Now you mentioned about the iBoost. We have a 3rd connection, which we call a generator connection, a gen port. But the gen port is also an input or an output, and basically that is used to control heating. So when the batteries reach a certain level, it switches on. It's better than, so some of these things called an iBoost, I'm not going to put but some of them they basically say, well, I've got a bit of an excess power, I'll put it to the hot water. Well, that's basically powering the filament fairly low.
Okay.
How ours operates, they operate on what they call hysteresis. So basically the battery reaches a full, and then it will put the full power of the battery
straight into the tank.
And that way the filament is running at full energy because the resistance of the filament if it's cold and not running, the resistance high and it won't heat up, it won't work very well.
Yeah.
Whereas our one will work absolutely, and it costs you nothing.
So that's amazing. So basically, what we're saying is a Sunsynk inverter. Say if I mean, in my house, I've got 2 Sunsynk inverters, 4 batteries.
Yeah.
And if I was to wire it directly into my tank, I've got now a 5th battery, haven't I?
Yeah.
And no extra cost either.
No extra cost, and if you want your gateway, no extra cost. It's just it's probably half an hour for a Sparky to wire it.
That's amazing. The other thing, Keith, that I want to ask you is this: we've got a commercial project we're looking at the moment. Now, we've had a look at a lot of other inverters. I won't mention any brands or what have you, but this customer has a diesel generator.
Yeah.
Now, from my historic looking at Sunsynk, that works, doesn't it? So you could have, if you wanted to be completely off-grid, the solar system powering is, because they haven't got an energy supply in there, and then the generator will link straight into the inverter, is that right?
Correct. And if the generator's got an ATS, an automatic transfer switch, so basically, and most of the bigger generators have got it.
Yes.
So basically, the inverter will control the generator automatically. So when the batteries drop to a certain level, it will switch it on. So if you're doing your farms, whatever.
Everything,
And the thing is, the other thing is, the inverter doesn't have to communicate to, some people call it a mothership, to the web. Our stuff works without going to the web. You just connect it. It works. Yeah.
So going back to the tank, one question just popped in my head. Are we saying that it's all automated? So let's say the batteries let's say inverters bringing the energy in.
Yeah.
The house has got more energy coming in than it needs during the day because everyone's at work.
Yeah.
It fills the batteries.
It will divert it from the tank.
Automatically.
Correct.
That's amazing.
Because the solar goes through the MPPT, so the solar charges the batteries directly. The inverter will output it directly to the tank as AC.
Looks like I've been wasting a lot of money on other products that we don't need.
I know, but I've got to get this through because our product actually is really. So when we started, I think our problem is we came with a product that does everything.
Yes. Yeah.
And then our competitors have come with a product that does little bits of everything.
Yes. Yeah.
But we've always had everything in one.
Yeah.
So you don't need a gateway.
Yeah.
You don't need. It's just a.
Yeah. Because the way that gateways operate, at the end of the day, let's say you've got 20 kilowatts of storage. The gateway is only going to be effective up to the 20 kilowatts. Is that right? Because all the energy's gone.
Yeah.
So we are better off probably having lifeline supply on the inverter. Is that right?
So basically, if you the gate, So basically, you're limited to obviously your battery what you're going to use.
Yeah.
So that's why in the UK you've got a split consumer unit.
Yes.
And so it's done. So all you'll do is you'll put your lighting circuit into your inverter because you're only limited to what you've got.
Absolutely.
So having a gateway makes no difference. So you're limited to what you've got. So you put your lighting circuit in there, and I'd probably put some essential circuits into there. Your hot water tank and that, you're not going. That's a non-essential. So stuff that's not important.
Yeah.
But the beauty in the UK, your consumer unit's pre-wired that way because all consumer units have 2 circuits.
That's right.
Right. And it's dead easy to do. And people don't realise. They think, I don't want to rewire and put a second one. You don't have to put a second consumer unit because it's the UK regs say it's going to have 2 circuits.
Absolutely.
And it's there, it's done.
So, absolutely. I mean, to be honest, some of the problems that we've experienced with gateways, it has to be this many meters from what's called the installation with the electric supply and what have you.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's not doable because of positioning, but this eliminates all of that.
So we could do a demonstration. I could probably go onto a house and demonstrate how to work. But basically, it's going to be a consumer unit. And then you just basically, if the inverter's located close to the consumer, which many of them are, it's simple.
It's amazing. It's amazing. We should have spoken about this a long time ago. The worst thing is Keith is the person that got me back into solar years ago when we first met.
I know. I think I need to do more of this and come out.
Yes, it's fantastic.
But what you're saying is really, really valid questions.
Absolutely, yeah.
And because people, maybe I'm not shouting about it and how good our product is, but all of our products do the same. Even when we sell in the States, all our products do exactly the same function.
Yeah.
We've got some ones which is slightly different, but basically they're all. And even if you go to the commercial, our big commercial stuff, exactly the same.
Really?
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay. That to be honest, that eliminates a lot of excessive work that doesn't need to be done.
Yeah.
On the installation, that's fantastic. Yeah.
So listen, we're going to make this happen.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, well,
definitely.
Thanks for your support, and I'm sorry not confirming the right, but I'm glad you've answered the question.
Yeah.
And I wanted to feel because what you're saying is really, if you're asking me the questions and you know our products, then people don't realise how good our stuff really is.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it's a major eye opener for myself.
Yeah.
I mean, listening to this, it's just amazing. You don't need a separate diverter, which saves a lot of hassle. You don't need a gateway.
And about 3 months a year, hybrid inverters. So hybrid inverters draw about, so our one is very low, but we draw about 50 watts, normal operation.
Okay.
So 50 watts, 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
Is 1.2 kilowatt.
Yeah.
If you've got a 1.2 kilowatt array on your roof,
yeah.
In the winter you're probably going to get half a sun out for 3 months a year.
That's right, absolutely. Yeah.
So that's going to generate 600 watts. Your inverter is going to draw 1.2 kilowatt.
So lots of power, really.
So actually, having the solar in is actually going to be no benefit unless you're arbitraging.
Yeah.
So there's no benefit. But our unit has a special feature that we patented, and so basically, because a string inverter, when the sun's not shining, a string inverter shuts down. It doesn't run. Hybrid inverter is running all night.
Yes.
Because it's running all the time. Except the Sunsynk shuts down, and so basically we have an energy-saving feature.
That's amazing.
So during the period at night time, if the battery is low, the thing is not taking energy. It shuts down. And if you have an emergency, if you're using, say, an emergency backup, it will boot itself back up again.
That's amazing. See, this stuff, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But then again, that's why I've got Sunsynk in my house.
We patented that.
Really?
And nobody else does it.
Okay.
And the other thing is, you start looking at the overall efficiencies, because people don't get it, because efficiency is another loss.
Yes.
And efficiency is so important, getting the efficiency right.
Yeah.
And ours is so efficient.
Amazing.
And especially another thing, because we use low voltage, later on when you come to decommission, if you've got high voltage battery, if you've got, how dangerous if somebody starts tampering with that later on.
Because I remember when you said that installation of high voltage, you need to be wearing gloves. And,
yeah. So
absolutely.
now people put in these stackable, which are high voltage. We imagine in 10 years' time it's going to be decommissioned.
Yeah.
These things are going to go onto a scrap heap, potentially high voltage batteries.
Yes.
Or God forbid if a child touches one or whatever.
Yeah.
Or an adult.
Yeah, because you've got to look at the end product, what's going to happen at the end as well.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah.
Because also Sync is low voltage. Even the stackable is low voltage.
Is it?
Yeah. And people go on about batteries and balancing. It doesn't. We balance. We create. Another thing is another one.
Go on.
Right. You use W series batteries in the UK.
Yeah.
It's ultra efficient because at low temperature.
Right.
Now some people put heating pads in that. There's no heating pads on it. It's just a very, very, very good. It's expensive chemically. It's how the battery's done. But it's a very, very good battery.
So does that still work in cold conditions, hot conditions?
Yeah.
No problem.
Minus 20. No problem. Test it. I've got videos showing it minus 20.
And I'm sure the IP65 as well.
Yeah.
So no problems installing outside.
No.
Do you need to? The other thing, do you need to put covers on them just to protect them from the elements?
No, because there's no plastic. And the other thing is, on our inverters, there's no plastics.
Yeah,
it's all metal. Because plastic in the UK, with the sunshine, you have to put a cover over it. So if you're going to put a lot of people, if you're going to put a lot in direct sunshine, if it's plastic, it will disintegrate. You know that.
We had that, with one of us. I won't mention who they are, but with another supplier where we've installed it, sent the pictures of it, and we were told you've got to put a canopy over it.
Yeah.
But that eliminates all of that, doesn't it? So with the Sunsynk, and Sunsynk, if I'm still right, it still works with most of the suppliers on their export SEG tariffs.
Absolutely, yeah. You don't need to cover it. Go directly outside.
Yeah.
You don't need to. You don't need to protect. There's no plastic. No,
absolutely. Yeah.
So plastic disintegrates with the sun. Because people don't realise the plastic's going. Think how the plastic's going to affect with sunshine.
Yeah.
Because you see chairs and stuff. It will disintegrate. It may take a couple of years, but it will disintegrate.
That's
people put UV stabilizers and all that, but it doesn't. Plastic.
Eventually, of course, it will 100%. Yeah, absolutely. Colour fading, all this kind of stuff. So I mean, at the end, look, I'll be honest with you, it's been an absolute eye opener for me. There's a lot that I've learnt today, which really, to be honest, part of it's my fault as Eden Power, as a director. We originated with Sunsynk, and we installed a lot of Sunsynk, and we still do. And we understand the quality behind it because of the guy behind Sunsynk. And that's where, so to be honest with you, if you have a product, I've always said this to everybody, Sunsynk's probably one of the only companies where the owner of Sunsynk goes live on YouTube and he'll break down his technology.
Yeah, I talk too much, maybe.
No, that's brilliant. That's all having, you know, but it installs confidence in us as an installer. Because, I mean, there's other organisations out there, you don't see them breaking down their inverters, their batteries and what have you, but you see Keith doing it all the time. So there's nothing to hide at the end of the day, and I think you're right at the end of the day. This has been such an eye-opener for us as Eden Power.
Well, thanks. Well, listen, thanks for your support.
Thank you, Keith. Absolutely.
All right.
Super.
Cheers.
Brilliant. Thank you.